BTS News Today. The shocking news came from the South Korean entertainment world. Jungkook, the youngest member of global boy group BTS, is reportedly undergoing intensive care in hospital. This news immediately shook ARMY, as BTS fans are called, all over the world. However, no less surprising was the response of Jin, the oldest member of BTS, who is currently known to be abroad. Without hesitation, Jin immediately decides to return to Korea to visit Jungkook. Jin's heroic action made fans moved and again reminded them of the close relationship between BTS members who always support each other, even in the midst of their respective busy lives. News of Jungkook's condition began to spread on social media after several witnesses saw ambulances entering the building known as his residence. Big Hit Music later confirmed that Jungkook was taken to the hospital due to sudden health symptoms. Although the agency asked fans not to worry, this condition still raises concerns among the ARMY, especially because of Jungkook's busy schedule lately. Meanwhile, Jin is known to be abroad on personal business. A photo that went viral on the internet showed Jin enjoying his free time in Europe with some close friends. However, when news of Jungkook's condition reaches his ears, Jin immediately changes his entire plan. A reliable source mentioned that Jin immediately contacted his manager and booked the fastest flight tickets to South Korea. Jin's journey to return to Korea was not without obstacles. With an already busy flight schedule towards the end of the year, it was difficult for him to get a direct flight. However, Jin shows his strong determination by utilizing the connections he has to make sure he gets to Korea as quickly as possible. Some fans who were at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris claimed to see Jin with a serious expression. Rushing towards the departure gate, a fan who managed to briefly interact with Jin at the airport recounted that Jin looked very worried. He just said, "I have to go home soon. Jungkook needs me." The expression on his face is very serious, different from usual, the fan revealed. Upon arrival in South Korea, Jin goes straight to the hospital where Jungkook is being treated. Although the hospital and Big Hit Music tried to maintain Jungkook's privacy, some reports say that Jin arrived at the hospital with a tired but determined face. He even refused to rest even though he had just made a long journey. A hospital staffer who did not want to be named revealed that Jin seemed to care deeply for Jungkook. He went straight to Jungkook's room as soon as he arrived. They talked for quite a long time, although we did not know what they were talking about. But what is clear is that Jin's presence had a great influence on Jungkook's spirit. News of Jin's actions, which came straight home from abroad, quickly spread on social media. Hashtags like #GetWellSoonJungkook and #JinToTheRescue are trending across multiple platforms. Armies around the world expressed their feelings for Jin's concern for Jungkook. Many praised Jin as a loving older brother and always ready to support his younger siblings, and BTS.1 fan wrote on Twitter, "Jin really is the best big brother." He pointed out that BTS is not only a musical group, but also a family. "I'm sure his presence will provide great strength for Jungkook to recover." Jin's actions further confirm the close relationship that exists between BTS members. Since their debut, BTS has been known as a group that has incredible closeness, both on stage and in everyday life. Jin, as the oldest member, often shows a protective attitude towards the other members, especially Jungkook, who is the youngest member. In several previous interviews, Jin has revealed that he feels a great responsibility to take care of the other members. "I always tried to be the big brother they could rely on, no matter what," Jin said in an interview. This time, the hospital has not provided any further information on Jungkook's condition. However, with the full support of his family, other BTS members, and of course the ARMY around the world, Jungkook is expected to recover in the near future. Meanwhile, Jin's direct return to Korea is a clear proof of how strong the bond between BTS members is. Not only as colleagues, they are a family that supports each other under any circumstances. I wish Jungkook a speedy recovery, and this story serves as a reminder that love and support from those closest to him can be the most powerful medicine. After arriving at the hospital, Jin decides not to leave Jungkook alone. According to a source close to BTS, Jin asked the hospital and agency staff for permission to stay in the same room as Jungkook. Jin said that he wants to make sure Jungkook feels calm and accompanied during his recovery. The source said, Jin's actions are not surprising to those who have known BTS for a long time. Jin is often portrayed as a humorous and cheerful figure in front of the camera, but behind that, he is a very caring and responsible older brother figure. In fact, hospital staff said that Jin was directly involved in ensuring Jungkook's needs were met, from food to other treatments. Some of the staff also mentioned that Jin's presence had a positive impact on Jungkook's spirit. When the genie entered the room, the atmosphere immediately changed. Jungkook, who initially looked weak, started to smile a little when he saw Jin. They talked for quite a long time, and from his expression, it was noticeable that the conversation gave both of them peace, said one of the staff. While Jin was by Jungkook's side, other BTS members also showed their support, even though most of them were in different locations. RM, Jimin, V, and Suga are known to be undergoing various individual activities inside and outside Korea. J-Hope, who recently completed his military service, is recovering after an intense training schedule. However, all members make sure they stay connected. They often make video calls to monitor Jungkook's condition, provide moral support, and talk to Jin to make sure everything is under control. Jimin, who is known to be very close to Jungkook, is even rumored to be trying to speed up the completion of the project he is working on so that he can immediately return to Korea and accompany Jungkook directly. Meanwhile, support from the army continued to flow nonstop. In addition to making various trending hashtags on social media, many fans send gifts, letters, and even prayers through online media and agencies. Several fans in South Korea gathered in front of the hospital, carrying banners and flowers in their support for Jungkook's recovery. Big Hit Music, through an official statement, asked fans to remain respectful of the privacy of Jungkook and the other members during this recovery period. However, they also expressed their gratitude for all the love and attention given by the army. Jungkook is a very strong and passionate person. With the support of his family, BTS members, and the army, we believe he will soon be back in better shape. Write Big Hit Music in their statement. According to one report, there was an emotional moment that happened between Jin and Jungkook during their time together at the hospital. In a weak condition, Jungkook reportedly apologized to Jin for feeling that he had made everyone worry. However, Jin gently retorts that there is nothing to worry about and Jungkook just needs to focus on his recovery. An eyewitness who works at the hospital mentioned that Jin was seen holding back tears while talking to Jungkook. Jin really showed her brother's gentle side. He rubbed Jungkook's head while continuing to say that everything would be fine, he said. Although Jungkook's condition began to improve, doctors continued to closely monitor his health. They ensure that Jungkook gets enough rest and reduces any form of stress that could slow down the recovery process. Jin, who is still in the hospital, helped keep the environment calm for Jungkook. He even avoids visits from outsiders who are not too urgent, including from some of their artist friends, to ensure Jungkook can rest optimally. The story of Jin, who went straight back to Korea for Jungkook, became a powerful symbol of friendship and family love that inspired many people.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks.